Once more, thank you and welcome to this MTN8 press conference. We are previewing the semi-final. This will be the second semi-final of the week, which will take place on Sunday at the Orlando Stadium. Kickoff is at 1500 hours. Orlando Pirates, the defending champions, will be at home to Stellenbosch FC. And I'm joined by Coach Jose Riveiro, just to preview that fixture. Coach, you take a 2-1 lead into the second leg. I heard you immediately after the match to say that that will have no bearing on your approach. But just how are you feeling? Obviously, you've just come back from two defeats in other competitions. Is this an opportunity to get back to winning ways and move a step closer to defending your title?
Yes, thank you. Good afternoon. Yes, it's an excellent opportunity to come back to the winning track. First of all, that's usually the intention will be to win the match, not thinking so much in the advantage that we already have, which is a fact. We are leading 2-1, but we know Stellenbosch very well. We have to suffer them many times already, and we know what's coming, what kind of game. So yeah, ready again to offer a good fight, and yeah, for sure we're gonna get a good result.
Thank you, Coach. Let's take questions from the floor. I'm looking at hands. Let's start here in the middle. The two ladies there. So refreshing.
Hi, Coach.
Hello.
Thank you. We like the good questions. Coach, after your game yesterday, you spoke about
sorry, just Busiwe, just your name and organization.
Busiwe from SABC Sport. After your encounter yesterday, you spoke about how you seem to have misinterpreted what you needed to do on the field. What are you looking to do in terms of your preparations ahead of Sunday to ensure that there is no misinterpretation against Stellenbosch?
No, this is not frequent. What happened yesterday, thanks God. We used to have the initiative in the games. It's not one of our deficits. Yesterday we just couldn't. We couldn't be ourselves early in the game in order to take the initiative and try to develop our game plan. So I'm not worried about that. I know the boys we will together analyze what happened yesterday in order to be ready for the next one, because it's again a huge opportunity for us to find ourselves in a final one more time, and the guys really want this one. We are defending the title. We know about the importance of the game. This is a game, and yesterday, like I said yesterday, and I will repeat myself today, in the beginning we were not good enough. I think we already show a huge personality. It's not easy to perform as we did in the first half and come back with all the problems that we faced there in the first 45 minutes and come back in the second half the way that the guys did it. It tells a lot about the personality of our players, the preparation of our players, and we just have to continue the same way on Sunday, and that's the way that they normally do it, so it's not a concern for us in this moment.
Thank you, Coach. Next question.
Good morning, Coach. Manolo Ngotla from the SABC as well. Following up from Busiwe's question, I just want to take, coaches often speak about the difference in cup games and league games. What positives are you taking from yesterday's game? And a lot has been said about the Buccaneers being the closest team to challenge Mamelodi Sundowns, and your view from yesterday, generally about that, how you feel about that comparison, and yeah, just going into the weekend, how you feel about it.
The difference between the cup games and the league games is obvious. It's clear. Sunday is Sunday. There's nothing else after Sunday. one of the teams, for one of us in that competition. So we go forward or we go home. That's the thing. So that changed the approaches, changed everything. Stellenbosch is not coming to Orlando to play for 3 points or play for 1 point. It's coming to go to one final or not. They have 90 minutes to do it. So we are leading 2-1. Are they going to start pressing high and chasing one goal, or are they going to take time in the game or try to keep the 0-0 as long as possible to have their chances in the second half? Is a strategy. Different strategies are going to be seen on Sunday for sure on the game. For us, like I said, it's a game that we want to win. Even though we are leading, we're not thinking about speculating or play a 0-0 game. We want to really win the game because it's something that we need. And about what was about yesterday? Sorry.
She was talking about you being closest to Mamelodi Sundowns.
No, not. We are Orlando Pirates. Where do you want to rank us? We have to fight for every title. We have to challenge. We need to be challenged as well for our opponent. This is a normal thing. We need to accept that role. And yesterday we showed that we are capable to put every team in troubles, not only Sundowns. We're not gonna. Yesterday we were not playing for the title. We're gonna play for the title against Amazulu soon, against Polokwane City after that, against Cape Town Spurs, and those are the places where we have to consistently collect points. Against Sundowns is a fantastic game that we will play at least 2 times per season, hopefully more times, because it's a good spectacle, it's a good product for the league, it's an emotional game, it's a game with excellent players on the field playing their best. So, but in the end, it's 3 points. There's a lot of things around the game, but it's 3 points. We have to go to the next 3 points after now our time in MTN and later in the CAF, and that's where you can be a serious contender to fight for the title. It's not in the direct duels where you decide the leagues usually. There can be exceptions as well. So, like I said, yesterday we showed that we are capable to put in troubles, in serious troubles to each and every team, and Sundowns is not an exception.
Thank you. Let's take the next question. Benjamin, I think. I've noted Karamu and Kamu as well.
Coach Benjamin Yirenda Sokaladuma, I know this question bothers you because I like asking it. It's about rotation of players or changing of the Swans per game. If I look at the game that you did very well and you won, you were playing with a specific first 11 and the success, like when you beat Royal AM, you beat Skukune, and you beat Stellenbosch as well. But every time you seem to change and bring in new players, it seems like the coordination or the winning formula gets broken. Have you finally found your first 11 or the top 20 to say, if I go with this one, then I know it's already bothering you, but just for a question mark, have you found like the first 11 to say, if I go this one, then if it's not broken, why mend it?
It's a podcast more than a question, eh? It's, what is the question? If I found my star 11?
Yes, like a concrete one.
I'll do my best again. It's not about, look, if now I ask you the best star 11 in Orlando Pirates,
Yes.
probably it's not going to be so different, right? Within this group, if we think about the best players, right? But I'm navigating with information that you don't have when I decide who is going to play or not. Do you understand that part?
Yes, yeah.
Okay? And the best players that we can have in our mind, maybe are not the players that fit the best for every occasion, for every game, right? Because of the schedule, because of the type of game we're going to play. And that's part of our job, okay? You will always evaluate that part of the job with the results. We win, it's fine. We don't, we made a mistake, right? The ball hits the post, we made a mistake. We got a penalty, we made a... So, all right, fine, but our job is not select the best star 11 in the way that you try to pose the picture. It's a different thing. So the season is long, the moments of the players are different. Maybe somebody didn't play yesterday and it's because was sick and you don't know. So just try to evaluate what happened yesterday on the field. Every player who is playing our games is Orlando Pirates player. We're not playing players from other teams. You know what I mean? So there's no rotations. There's moments in the schedule. We play in Botswana Sunday. We have to play Sundowns Wednesday. We have to play Sunday Stellenbosch. We have to play Friday Jwaneng again. So we cannot dream about play the same star 11 in each and every game. It's simple. So you have to make a plan as good as possible. Be strategic in your approach, and that's it. I don't know if I managed to answer your question, but that's...
Today you were very excellent.
Thank you.
All right, let's move on to Karabo. Okay, while we get the mic, let's go to Kamu. Onos Dias.
Afternoon, Coach Kamakalu Mokhale. Coach, your players' performance, do you feel that they're taking the foot off the pedal a bit? Because I'm looking at some of the games that you have played. There are games where you scored like 5. There are games where you scored like 4. So do you think in some of those defeats, your players, in terms of performance, they're taking the foot off the pedal a bit?
It's football. I mean, in the quarterfinals, we beat Sekukune 5-0. Fine. 1-0, they miss a penalty. Few minutes later, we score 1 goal. We open the door, and then suddenly everything is going to the net. 5-0. Excellent performance. Why? Because it's 5-0. 1-0, they miss a penalty. Royal AM, we played a fantastic game against Royal AM. 30 minutes, excellent football. Suddenly we found ourselves, which minute? 87, 2-1. They scored 2-1. We should be leading 5-0, it's 2-1. It's a game. You put the focus in the final result. We try to analyze, obviously it's our job, deeper what's happening. Yesterday, something that for sure didn't happen yesterday is that our players, how do you say, the foot off the pedal. No, what they did in the second half is not possible if your foot is not on the pedal the 90 minutes. What happened in the first half? We faced an excellent team. A team that played with determination in the pressing, that forced us to make a lot of mistakes. We lost 9 balls in a row before the penalty. 9 possessions with less than 3-4 passes in that possessions. Count it. And it's not because our players are not with the foot on the pedal, it's because the yellow ones were pressing as hell. The motion, the beginning of the game, we were not, accurate. They know which players they need to foul in those first minutes of the game, and it's a difficult thing, and I cannot tell everything I would like to say now, but no, they are on task, and I know it because I'm working with them every day, so I know when they are on task and when they are not, and they really are, but it's not that easy that you start the game and it's difficult, but we are improving. We will get right.
Thank you. Karabo?
Thank you. Karabo Pasha from Supersport. Coach, unlike the 2 losses over the last couple of days, to be honest, Coach, you've got a buffet of beautiful players to choose from. Do you sometimes get confused in regards to which one to pick, and is it a good headache to have? I mean, yesterday we see Kunduri coming in for a cameo. He's walking on water in regards to his performance. Do you get confused as to who to pick, which, or what are the little details in regards to choosing your best 11?
It's too long. I mean, if I have to really tell you, all the things that they are all good. I'm getting confused. Like I said, if we lose, probably we can say that, the coach made a couple of mistakes. But I could probably do the same mistakes when we win. But we win, so we don't go there. We go to the next. Let's wait for the next. So obviously, we all can make mistakes in this business. If I say, no, I'm not making mistakes, I will sound like stupid, and it's not the case, trust me. So we try to minimize the mistakes in the decisions that we make and the way that we plan. The same like the players when they are going to the field. We try to minimize the mistakes, understanding that football is a game of mistakes. It's a game of mistakes. We go 60 times to the box, we score 1, 2. We're not playing handball or basketball that usually the ball finishes there in the basket or in the net. This is football. It's a game of mistake, basically because we play with the feet. We don't play with our hands. It's very difficult to be precise. And for the coaches, it's the same. 11 players in a very big space with a lot of things around, a lot of games. So it's normal to make mistakes. Do you want me to say that I make mistakes? Yes, of course I do. Like everybody else in the league. I'm not exceptional. But not because we get confused with the amount of talent that we have and the amount of players. No, because like the result used to say who made more mistakes or less mistakes. Let's put it in this way. I'm talking too much today, yeah?
No, very good. Siasana? Sunday Sun? Sunday World, sorry.
Siasama from Sunday World.
Sunday no longer there.
Yeah.
Coach, Stellenbosch just parted ways with one of their key players in Tetwa. Could that be an advantage for you guys? And whether or not does that have any form of influence in how you had initially planned or how you're going to approach the game on Sunday?
No, nothing's gonna change for us. And Tetwa, we know in Tetwa and what is he capable to do, but for sure there's gonna be somebody who's gonna try to prove that he has the level to play in that position, play for Stellenbosch and be the next Tetwa going somewhere else, or nobody is. We all have replacements, so they're gonna play with 11 players. For us, in terms of approaches, it's gonna be the same.
Let's come here to Lorenz. In these key times.
Coach, since you arrived in South Africa, you never lost a domestic cup game since you arrived. Is there anything that you're doing different, or is it the players just switched on for these type of games?
We do pretty much the same. Obviously, approaching the games is a bit different in the knockout games. You play one leg or 2 legs. Those are different details. But no, for whatever reason, we so far and hopefully we can continue the record. We've been very competitive in this type of games and that's why you will not find, in the past at least, our team looking a bit relaxed in this type of games, and that's why we used to take the initiative, we used to take the lead. Was not the case in the first leg with Stellenbosch. We have to turn around. But we show a big personality in this type of games so far, in semi-finals against big teams, in finals as well. and that's a good thing for the team. Is a good capital for the future, and yeah, like I said, for whatever reason, somehow we feel comfortable in these scenarios, and the fans also, which is an important part for us in this type of games. They are always behind and pushing, and yeah, the ambition to be in this type of games, in the big finals, is also one thing that is playing a role in this type of games.
Okay, I'll take the last one. Just looking for new hands. Brani, you've already asked. I was looking to see. Okay, from the old hands, Velile was first, so let's give Velile opportunity.
Okay. Coach, your third game against Stellenbosch this season, a lot of analysis has taken place between yourself and themselves. But I'm looking at, I think they've lost 4 of the last 5 matches. They're also struggling to score goals. There's been 3 red cards in all those games. How much more of this has got a bearing in how you are preparing for them? And I know you are coaching professionals, but maybe in terms of guarding against complacency from them, looking at the kind of opposition that's got all these challenges, and if you look at the players that they've lost through these red cards as well.
Yeah, for us, we coming from 2 defeats. So if somebody is relaxed, is in the wrong place. It doesn't matter who is coming on Sunday. You know, it's about us more than ever. We need to turn the situation. We need to show, like I said, what we did in the second half yesterday already. That personality to say, okay, things are looking difficult, but here we are. And Sunday is going to be the same. Things are looking difficult, but here we are. And we're going to offer a good fight for sure. Them, if they are suffering, it's I think the moment of Stellenbosch, it's logical, in my opinion, and it's related with the rumors and the window transfer and the possibility to sign players even though we are in the 7th fixture of the league and stuff like that. So it can happen. But they are well coached. I think they have a good staff there that for sure they will put the team again in the right track. But our obligation is make sure that they do it after Sunday, not on Sunday.